Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Danielle if you're new, and I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark and Mercari. Today I thought it would be helpful if I broke down a Jomar Wholesale box by the numbers and show you guys exactly how much I make getting a Jomar Wholesale box. I do a ton of unboxings and hauls and talk about Jomar quite a bit, but I haven't showed you guys exactly how much profit you could be making by getting one of these boxes. So obviously there are a ton of different Jomar boxes, and I picked one specific one that is my favorite box to order, and there are some other ones that I could break down. So if you like this video and you think it was very helpful, let me know down below in the comments and maybe I can do a part 2 with a different box. So I did write notes on my notepad and I have my laptop here to reference other things. So if I'm looking down, I'm just looking down at my notes. So let's go ahead and jump in and talk about how much profit you could be making from Jomar Wholesale. First, I want to start off, if you do not know what Jomar Wholesale is a wholesale company where you can order inventory to resell. They have women's, men's, kids, shoes, makeup, I think accessories, purses, all kinds of different stuff. I stick to the clothes and I also stick to women. So that is what I primarily talk about on my channel. So I do unboxings for a lot of different boxes of theirs. I specifically do a lot on my favorite box, which is the one I'm going to break down for you. So the box I'm going to be breaking down today is the Reseller CPR Essentials Pack 50 piece. They no longer make this specific box in a 50 piece pack. I believe they only make it in 25 piece and 40 piece. If you're interested in seeing one of these that is more recent, I have an unboxing video coming next Friday that will unbox a 40 piece Reseller CPR Essentials pack. So I wanted to talk about a box that I had for a little bit, had a chance to sell through a lot of it, still had some stuff left, had damages, had pretty much everything, and this was the box I decided on. Not only is this one of my favorite boxes ever to order, but these make me the most profit from Jomar. So I ordered this box on August 22nd of 2020, so the end of last year. I think I received it around September 13th, 2020, so typically their things take about a month or so to arrive. This box cost me $175 for 50 pieces. Now, keep in mind, their prices have probably gone up and changed since I received this box, considering it's been almost a year. After I used a discount code and was shipping, I paid $172.59, and this came about to $3.45 per item. So essentially, I got 50 pieces at $3.45 a piece. So far, 38 of those 50 items have sold. 5 of those items were not sellable / damaged. So this could be, it had a damage I didn't want to fix. It had a damage that I couldn't fix and couldn't sell it afterwards. And then it could also mean it was a brand or style that just didn't sell very well and I didn't want to spend my time on it. It could have been any one of those things, but 5 items out of 50 is a really great ratio. Their boxes can have up to a 15% flaw rate. So some boxes I have 15%, some I have way less. So it just kind of depends on the box, but 5 items out of the box were not sellable and I ended up just donating them. Right now, as I'm filming this, it is July 14th of 2021, and I have 7 items that have yet to be sold from this box. Okay, so the total amount that I've made on this box is $998. That is before taking out fees. After I take out Poshmark and Mercari fees, that leaves me with $746. If I then subtract the amount I paid for the box, I'm left with $573.41. So as you can see, you can make a very great profit with Jomar boxes, and keep in mind, that's $573.41 and I still have 7 items to sell. So it's going to be over $600 in profit in the end of this box. So now I actually want to pick out the best sales from the box. So I did write down 11 different sales from this specific box that I just want to show you guys more in depth, show you the item, how much it sold for, when it sold, and all that kind of stuff. So let's go into the sales. Okay, so I didn't put these sales in any kind of order. I was just going to go through the top 11 that I picked out. So starting off with actually a Mercari sale, and I will show you guys the sales right here like I do with What's a Wednesday. So this was an Everlane cashmere crop mock neck sweater, and this sold for $42 on Mercari with a selling fee of $4.20, and then their processing fee of $1.52, and that left me with $36.28. This sold on November 12th of 2020, so it looks about 2 months after I got the box. So probably didn't list it as soon as I got the box. I probably listed it a couple or a few weeks after. So about a month time frame on that. So that is a pretty good time frame. After I subtract the $3.45 I would have paid for this item, it's left me with $32.83. So a great profit margin on this. You guys know Everlane is one of my favorite brands ever, and even last year, November, I was selling Everlane. I think this is actually one of my first ever Everlane sales, which got me hooked on Everlane. I've actually only ever found Everlane myself in a thrift store once. So I've definitely taken a loving to Everlane through Jomar boxes, but this was definitely one of the best sales from this box. The next sale I want to talk about is actually a pair of Ted Baker striped suit trousers. These were in a size 0. They sold for $54 with a Poshmark fee of $10.80, and that left me with $43.20. These sold on November 19th of 2020, so about the same time frame there with the Everlane sweater. After I subtract the $3.45 I would have paid for this item, it left me with $39.75. So these pants I did want a little more for. This is actually the highest sale in the box, $54. Some of the boxes I have higher sales than that, some I don't. It kind of just depends, and I picked this one because it had a good range of price sales. So I did want a little more for these pants, but $54 was still very, very reasonable because they did have just a tad bit of fading on them and they were a size 0. But this was definitely the highest price sale in the box. Next up is by the brand Faithful the Brand, and this was called the Saint Trapeze Floral Mini Dress in a size 2. This sold for $50 with a Poshmark fee of $10, and that left me with $40. After I subtract the $3.45 for which I would have paid for the item, that leaves me with $36.55. So Faithful the Brand, this was the first time I'd ever sold it, was this dress, and I was hooked from there on out. I love this brand. I think it sells very, very well. This sold on January 2nd of 2021. So it definitely took a little longer to sell, which is fine. Some of the higher price items sometimes take that long. So what is that, about 4 months, I'd say, maybe a little under. So it's still a great profit margin, and it didn't take too long. So I'm very happy with the sale, and I definitely love this brand. Next, we have another Faithful Brand dress, and this was the floral print midi dress, and this was in a size 2. This sold for $52 with a Poshmark fee of $10.40, and that left me with $41.60. This one sold on March 7th of 2021, so even a little longer than the last. I think these two dresses took a little longer because I really wanted to get more for them, and then I ended up not getting more for them, which was fine, but still a great profit margin. After I subtract the $3.45, which I would have paid for the item, it leaves me with $38.15. Next up is actually a Kate Spade dress, and this was the Bloom Flower Lace dress. This was in a size medium. It sold for $46 with a Poshmark fee of $9.20, and then my earnings were $36.80. This sold on April 22nd of 2021, so even a little longer than the last, but $46 was a really good price for this. Once again, Kate Spade, I did want a little more for this dress, but if I look at how much I paid for each item versus what the offer is that I'm getting, I try to not be super greedy because I don't want to lose out on a good offer just because I want a few bucks more. So after I subtract the $3.45, which I would have paid for the item, it left me with $33.35. I'm very happy with this sale. I think it made really good profit. Of course, I wish it would have sold a little faster and for a little more, but it was still a great sale. Next up is a Wilfred cardigan. This was just called the Shrunken Cardigan, and this was in a size small, and this sold actually September 26th of 2020. So this actually sold very, very quickly after I listed it. I remember I listed it and it sold so fast. This sold for $36 with a Poshmark fee of $7.20, and then my earnings were $28.20. This cardigan, I remember pulling it out of the box, the Jomar box, and first of all, this was the first time I had ever sold a Wilfred, and I was hooked from this cardigan on. But I pulled it out, and it's called the Shrunken Cardigan, and it really does look shrunken. It was the tiniest little cardigan ever. I thought it was like a kid's cardigan, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to sell this. But lo and behold, it sold very, very quickly for $36. I think looking back now, I probably could have got a little more for that, but $36 was still a great price. And then if I subtract the $3.45 that I would have paid for the item, that leaves me with $25.35. The next sale is a Bowden dress, and this is called the Christabel long sleeve print shift dress. And this was in a size 8. This sold for $35 with a Poshmark fee of $7, and that left me with $28. This dress sold on December 23rd of 2020, so someone was doing some shopping right before Christmas. But this dress sold fairly quickly, within a couple months, and $35 is definitely kind of what I get for Bowden dresses, between 30 and 40 is what I usually get. So 35 was a great price. I think I probably listed it a little higher. And if I subtract the $3.45 that I would have paid for the item, it leaves me with $24.55. So still a great profit, and I really enjoy Bowden. Some things are hit and miss, but this dress ended up selling fairly quickly. Okay, so the last 4 sales are all $30 sales because I was gonna do just 10, but these last 4 were all 30, so I had to end up doing 11. But I still wanted to include them because I didn't want to just leave off on the $35 one. I wanted to add a couple more. So this first one is actually a pair of BDG mom jeans with pinstripes. These were in a size 25, and they sold for $30 with a Poshmark fee of $6. And that left me with $24. These sold on October 14th of 2020, so very quickly after I listed them. Typically, I have pretty good luck with BDG jeans if they are a really good style, so mom jeans are very in. So they ended up selling pretty quickly. I probably listed them at 30 or 35. I get anywhere between 25 and 35 for BDG jeans, so 30 was right on the money there. If I subtract the $3.45 that I would have purchased this item for, it was leaving me with $20.55. So even making a $30 sale on this specific Jomar box still left me with a $20 profit, which is amazing. The next $30 sale was a pair of We The Free Dakota straight leg jeans. These were in a size 29, and they sold for $30 with a Poshmark fee of $6, leaving me with $24. And then once again, if I subtract the $3.45, it leaves me with $20.55. These jeans sold on December 11th of 2020, so a few months after listing them, so it was sold pretty fast. I definitely did want a little more for these jeans just because We The Free jeans should sell for just a little more, which was fine, but I'm still happy with it, and I think that it was still really great profit. And like I said, selling things for $30 when you got it for $3.45 is just still an amazing profit margin. The next $30 sale is a COS navy blue wool A-line skirt, and you already know, sold for $30. Poshmark fee of $6, left me with $24, and then I was left with $20.55 after the $3.45. I think I actually was doing YouTube when this sold because I remember filming a vlog where I lost this skirt and I couldn't find it. I ended up finding it, obviously, if the order went through. This sale was from April 13th of 2021, so it took a while to sell. COS is another very hit and miss brand for me. Some of their stuff sells so fast and so well, and then some of their stuff just doesn't do the greatest. This skirt was definitely something that did okay. It was fine. It made really good profit still, obviously. It did take a while to sell, but it was still a great sale, so I was still happy with it. And the last $30 sale and the last sale I want to talk about is actually a Free People black moonlight romper, and it was in a size 0. It sold for $30 again with a Poshmark fee of $6, leaving me with $24, and then in the end, $20.55. This sold on April 19th of 2021, so very close to the COS skirt. This romper I had way higher hopes for sure, and I really thought I'd get a lot more than 30 for this, and I thought it would sell a lot faster than April 19th. But this just goes to show some things that you think are going to sell really, really well and do very, very well do not do well, and that's okay. That's how you learn. And now I don't really ever pick up Free People very often just because it doesn't sell well, and I make sure to always look up Free People because it just doesn't do the greatest. Of course, if you're getting this kind of stuff in a wholesale box, you don't really have a choice and you can't really pick what you're getting, but this romper still did make a really good profit, so I was still okay with the sale. I just wish it would have sold faster and for a little more. Alright guys, that was it for this week's Friday video for breaking down a Jomar box by the numbers. Let me know if you kind of liked the way I did this video. I wasn't really sure how to go about it because I haven't really seen a ton of people do this type of video, or maybe I just didn't look for them, but I thought it'd just be helpful for you guys to see how much profit's actually being made on these boxes, because you can watch people unbox them and do a haul of them all day long, but you really don't know how much profit they're making unless they share it with you. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. If you guys have any additional questions about this specific box or another Jomar box or whatever, let me know down in the comments down below. I'm always down there answering any questions you guys have. If you're interested in getting your own Jomar box for yourself, I do have a link down below where you can get 10% off your entire purchase. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you again next week.